Hello, 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 out there, in here. We are so excited to be with you here on our early kickoff to May the 4th. Obviously, hugely important celebration within Star Wars, and we are excited to kick things off here early and get the excitement started. It's always a pleasure to talk Star Wars with you all. My name is Patrick. I'm on our marketing team here at Hasbro for Star Wars.
I'm Chris. I'm design manager on Star Wars.
I'm Emily, senior product designer on Star Wars.
I'm Eric, product designer on Star Wars.
And Chris, did you bring a friend today?
Well, I did. I felt like following up last year's surprise visit from the R2D2 I built. An appropriate one for this year and this season would be to bring in the R5 that I built. So
Hello,
we've
R5.
got him here this year.
Oh.
I didn't know May the 4th is bring your droid to work day.
I think May the 4th is bring your everything Star Wars to work day. So out there, definitely hear that feedback. But yeah, amazing. I'm assuming he's flying in straight from Navarro or Mandalore or wherever he left
Or
off.
Massachusetts, yeah.
Awesome. Very cool. Well, so excited to have him here with us. You know, I'm eager to hear his response and his comments on the reveals for today. Should we dive in? Fantastic. Alrighty, so obviously, as always, it's been an action-packed few months for Star Wars in general, and certainly we've been excited to play a part of that. So as you know, Mandalorian Season 3 just wrapped up a couple of weeks ago, an amazing conclusion to an epic third season. We went places we never thought we'd go, which was exciting. And obviously here at Hasbro, we are excited to partner with our Mandomania program in partnership with Lucasfilm throughout. We had so many reveals. Our retro Book of Boba Fett wave, our vintage Mandalorian speeder, our FX Elite Yoda, Mix and Moods Grogu, Mission Fleet N1 Mandalorian Starfighter. I gotta catch my breath, there was so much stuff. And then obviously Star Wars Celebration a month ago. We here, we're all so privileged and so fortunate to be there. It's always so amazing to chat with you all in the community, to hear what's on your mind, to hear what you like, hear what your thoughts for the future. So it was really a pleasure, it was a lot of fun. We were so privileged to have a great booth at the event, the result of the tremendous work of our branding team. And then some more great reveals there, including our vintage N1 Starfighter, our vintage Barge Denizens 4-pack, Black Series Chrysanthemum, our Black Series Ahsoka Loyalist helmet. So much, can't list them all here. And you guys responded with excitement, which we were always, that's what we strive for. We were so excited to see that. We had our strongest pre-order week all year, that week following Celebration, on our vintage N1 Starfighter especially, and it's not even May the 4th yet. Obviously, as we said, we're 24 hours away, we're kicking things off. but that's what we're celebrating here today. So we've got a lot today. More Return of the Jedi 40th, more items celebrating the world of the Mandalorian. We've got vintage, Black Series, premium roleplay. So Chris, let's dive in.
I know. So first off, just a little bit of housekeeping. We've got some great reveals today, and everything shown today will be available for pre-order tomorrow, May the 4th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time in the U.S. And just a reminder that we revealed some of the items from previous conventions that will also be available for pre-order tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Things like our Retro 6-pack, including Navak Met, R2, and 3PO, available at Hasbro Pulse and Shop Disney. We've got that. We've got our Black Series Doc Ondar pack available at Shop Disney. And the Walmart Bad Batch items revealed at Celebration. So some great stuff there.
That's amazing. Those are 3 amazing items without even getting into
I know, we're not even into the
today.
meat of today yet.
Awesome.
So let's dive right into some of the reveals, and we'll start off with some Black Series gaming greats. We've had some gaming great items recently, including our Battlefront 2 Maul revealed at Celebration. But I think Eric's going to take us into this first one.
Yeah. So, Star Wars Battlefront 2 is an amazing first-person shooter game based off of the Star Wars franchise, and it's a great source for some really cool and unique takes on figures. And that's the case with our next reveal, also from Star Wars Battlefront 2. Pipeline revealed at Celebration is our Black Series Gaming Greats Battle Damaged General Grievous. So this is our gaming great Grievous based off of his rare Battlefront 2 skin in Battlefront 2. Ooh, a lot of Battlefront 2 there. So this comes with a bunch of scorching effects and weathering all over the figure, making it look like he's been through a lot of battles, all using various washes and tampo techniques. This is a really fun and different look for this figure. Also comes with all 4 of his lightsabers with the blades removable. And this is number 25 in our Gaming Greats lineup. This item is available at GameStop in the US and Canada, on Fan Channel in the UK, on Hasbro Pulse in Germany, on Fan Channel in France, Spain, and Italy, and will be available fall of 2023. So moving now to another Gaming Greats item, but mainline this time. This is moving back thousands of years back in the timeline. We've been building out the world of Star Wars The Old Republic and Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic recently, including the main line, in the main line with Basilisk Shan and Darth Malak. And this next reveal is a big step into that direction. It is our Black Series Deluxe Gaming Great Darth Malgus.
Yeah.
So I am incredibly excited for this figure. I've been wanting to get this into our line for a very long time. Our sculptor, Bailey, spent a ton of time working on this character to ensure that he looks menacing and large in life. He did a phenomenal job on this. He has removable face mask and breather, so you can see the scarring on the side of his face when you remove it. There are also some really cool vein details built into the inkjet, making him look gaunt and evil. So there's also Soft Goods Cloak. In order to get that drape over his shoulders properly, we actually have it pinned into his chest for the hood so that it looks exactly like it does in the game. We really wanted to have that drapery over the front of his shoulders. He comes with his lightsaber and a blade that is actually a little bit longer than your standard length since he is such a large character. So this is number 24 in our Gaming Great lineup. This item is available on Fan Channel and Amazon in the US, Canada, and the UK, on Amazon and Hasbro Pulse in Germany, on Amazon and Fan Channel in France, on Fan Channels in Spain, and specialized fan stores and Amazon in Italy. And will be available fall of 2023.
And kudos to Eric for getting through that. First one through that gauntlet of retailers. We've heard the feedback that it's super helpful, but it definitely is a mouthful.
Yes,
and I will just also say, number 24 and 25 in the lineup, that is a testament here to Eric's passion for Star Wars gaming. I think a few years ago we had maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Like Revan back in the day, maybe a couple others. So
it's really exciting to get to work on these, and especially get these like big, larger-than-life characters. They just look super cool, and Malgus has been one that we know that fans have wanted for a really long time.
Yeah, he looks awesome. I was spinning this partly to show off some different angles, but partly so I could see. So. Yeah. Awesome. Very cool. So obviously, as we mentioned, we saw the epic conclusion of Mando Season 3 a few weeks ago. And of course, R4 was very excited about that. R5, rather. And the Mando Mania promotion is over, but we still have some great items from the world of The Mandalorian. There's something for everyone in this next section, starting with the Black Series. So as hard as it is to believe, we haven't done a new version of this character in mainline since 2020. It seems like a lifetime ago. And I have a 2-year-old, so literally it is a lifetime ago for her. And that's a long time for this character from the world of The Mandalorian, since it is the Mandalorian himself, as seen in Glavis Ringworld. So this is our first new Mando since 2020, again, a lifetime ago, and has a lot of updated features. As you can see here, it's utilizing the same shoulder pads as our Stormtrooper figure, which has worked out really well for posability. It gives it a little extra mobility and flexibility.
Yeah, that same attachment technique.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Yeah, so you get all that fun posability.
Yep. He also comes, as you can see here, packed with accessories, with a blaster, the lightsaber, of course, and his knife that can be removed from the sheath on his shin. It's also our first Mando, this is exciting, that comes with a soft goods cape. So now we can have that cape on, if we spin it around, at the same time as his jetpack, again, for that increased mobility and flexibility. He comes with a newly sculpted helmet, torso, arms, thigh armor, and shins. So really just as befitting this character here in the Mando Season 3 window to reveal a just fresh, new, amazing take on this character. It's really exciting. So I'm about to head into that retail gauntlet as well. This item is available in the main line in the US and Canada, on Fan Channel and Amazon in the UK, on Amazon and Hasbro Pulse in Germany, on fan channels in Spain, and on specialized fan stores and Amazon in Italy. And it will be available in spring of 2024.
Cool. Well, that's a great figure. Man. Okay.
I don't know.
Where do we go from there?
I know. I don't want to move on. I want to keep looking at the figure.
What do you think, R5?
R5. He's a little grumpy sometimes.
All right.
So, yeah, see? It doesn't always have his circuits together. But moving next to our premium roleplay line, we hadn't seen this character since 2020, but he was a major player in the final arc of Season 3. If you also have our Bo-Katan helmet, you might want to keep these two helmets apart. That's right, it's our Axe-Woves premium electronic helmet. So great new deco on this classic style helmet, but matching the show from Season 3 where we saw Axe and is the captain of the Star Cruiser and also making some challenges to leadership, I think, there. That's right. This item's a great new addition to the Black Series Premium Roleplay line and is available on Fan Channel and Amazon in the US, Canada, and the UK, on Amazon and Hasbro Pulse in Germany, on Amazon and Fan Channels in France, on Fan Channels in Spain, and at specialized fan stores and Amazon in Italy, and will be available in fall of 2023.
And it's so blue.
It's
I'm
very
assuming this is 100% entertainment accurate. I hadn't realized how blue it
They're
is. It's beautiful.
very blue, yes.
All right, and our final item from the world of The Mandalorian is from the Vintage Collection, as we said, something for everyone. So this item is taken from the Book of Boba Fett, which had so many amazing and impactful moments in that show, and this was certainly one of them. It has some great cameos right around the middle arc of the show, and that includes the scene that inspired this next pack, which is the Vintage Collection Luke Skywalker and Grogu pack. So this one includes the training gi costume for Luke with the barbell hips so he can sit cross-legged as he trains. This item is packed with all kinds of accessories. We've got 7 different little frogs, and 3 of them are on sort of a float stand, so Grogu can use the Force on them. And as well, for those training scenes, it includes the soft goods backpack. Grogu looks especially cute in the backpack with Luke. It also contains the moment, which was Grogu's choice. So that here has, Yoda's lightsaber, which is a new sculpt for us, and it's lit and unlit forms. As well, it includes the little bundled gift, the little handkerchief that looks like Grogu's head, and the chainmail shirt when it comes out of it. So this was super fun to create all of those different moments. You can kind of create 3 different scenes from the show just with this one pack. As well, we had a lot of fun with the package on this item. It comes with diorama shots that our team set up, which they love to do for these deluxe sets. And as well, this is one of those rare instances where the front of the pack doesn't really match the back of the pack image. We wanted to change the layout and show some of those different scenes. So that's really fun about the package. And as well, this one is just a great multiple moments in one set.
So much going on. So many frogs.
So many frogs.
Look out, frogs.
It's
Grogu's
frogtastic.
hungry.
Absolutely. Frogs on May the 4th. So this item is available at Target in the US. It's available on Fan Channel in the UK, at Toys R Us in Canada, Hasbro Pulse in Germany, on the Fan Channel in France and Spain, and at specialized fan stores and Amazon in Italy. And look forward to this one available in fall of 2023. And that's it for our Mandalorian-related items, but for the world of The Mandalorian, it will be with us for such a long time. It's an amazing show, and we'll have more Mando items coming soon. So moving on to another of our big beats in spring, 40 years ago saw the premiere of the conclusion of the original trilogy with The Return of the Jedi. We've loved celebrating it. So we've been celebrating all spring with our Return of the Jedi Anniversary collection, and let's stick with the vintage collection for our first reveal from it. Now, to be fair, this one's a little indirectly related to The Return of the Jedi, but it is inspired by that film. It is also something that could technically be a part of a 40th anniversary celebration 2 years from now. We're leaving the breadcrumbs. What could it be? So we celebrated the Droids animation 2 years ago, and now we're excited to celebrate the Ewoks cartoon with this Wicket W. Warwick and Nisa 2-pack.
Amazing.
So this one's very inspired by the iconic Ewoks cartoon. They come in an animated color palette, the two figures, and as well they're going to come with storybook illustration card backs, just like the original Kenner toy line. Those are super highlighted on the outer box, which contains the two individual card backs. Very cute, very sweet. And as well on the back side, it has film outs from the cartoon as well as photography of product. Also inspired by the Kenner toys that were made for the original Ewoks cartoon, we have two collector coins that we've newly created for this. So the Wicket one, it matches the original Wicket coin. But the Nisa one is kind of a fun trivia moment. So Nisa was originally planned for the Kenner line, but she never came out. And so we went back in our archive, we found the original sketch, and we created the Nisa coin for the first time here.
Yeah, very cool.
Super fun. For the figures, they're super cute. So they've got these animated, colorful capes. Wicket comes with his spear. Nisa comes with her rock bandolier, and each one has a little messenger bag, and they're a super cute pair. So this one, it's just a cartoon fest, and it's adorable. And for this item, it's available on fan channels in the US, Canada, and UK. It's available on Amazon at Hasbro Pulse in Germany, at fan retailers in France and Spain, and at specialized fan stores and Amazon in Italy. This one will be available in spring of 2024.
Awesome.
Very great. Very cool. And I love that both of them on their individual blister cards inside there too. It's such a fun
Nice
kind of tribute and nod back to those originals.
Absolutely.
So next we have two quick Black Series items today. As you know, we've been celebrating the Return of the Jedi 40th by putting some of our most iconic Black Series figures on Kenner-inspired Return of the Jedi card backs for the first time, like this R2-D2 reveal from Celebration. But we also know that there are members of the community who love the new packaging style and would love these figures in the more modern Black Series boxes, like this Princess Leia. So the first reveal is taking that approach on a small guy who packs a big punch. That's right, it's Wicket. So it's the same release as our 40th release on that special card back, except this figure comes out in the standard Black Series packaging. So he's number 11 in the Return of the Jedi lineup. Has that great illustration on the side, great styling, and all the same features and accessories that the team managed to get into that other one. So it's a fun challenge to fill up that panel on the side there, though, with that illustration. He's so short, and keeping him kind of the consistent scale that we like to do across that art line. So fun addition to our Return of the Jedi mainline series there.
Absolutely.
All right, so a perfect pairing. Equally furry, but as large as Wicket is small. That's right, Chewbacca is another one we're doing here. So this item's a refresh of the mainline figure in the standard Black Series packaging. Number 10 in the Return of the Jedi lineup. So the opposite challenge on Chewbacca here with that art on the side. So it's that render and all the beauty of that, but he's huge, so trying to get him to fit there. So these items are available on mainline channels in the US and Canada, on Fan Channel and Amazon in the UK, on Amazon and Hasbro Pulse in Germany, and on Amazon and Fan Channels in France, on Fan Channels in Spain, and at specialized fan stores and Amazon in Italy, and they will be available in fall of 2023.
I like how each one is like a different permutation.
I know.
It's like
Yeah.
these two, and then these two, and then these two.
You think you're done, and then there's another one. All right. Well, that's good, though. We're getting it to a lot of
We're
different
getting it out there.
places.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and making sure people know where to go.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So moving from the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi to another anniversary for this year, the Clone Wars 20th anniversary. A great beat. 20 years ago, the world of Clone Wars was launched with an animated series that set the tone for a whole new generation of Star Wars fans. And we've been excited to celebrate this world with a mini beat throughout the year this year. We have items from both Black Series and the Vintage Collection, but I think today we're going to start with the Black Series.
Yeah, no, thanks, Chris. So yeah, if you're going to have a celebration about the Clone Wars 20th, where would we be without some clones? So this is our Phase 2 Clone Trooper. This is another update for our mainline clone. This is our first completely all-white clone trooper with a removable helmet and 2 blasters, the DC-15, the DC-15A blaster, the short and the long one. So under the helmet, you'll see the standard head sculpt that we have for the clone troopers. This figure also has the updated shoulder pads that have the ring that goes into the joint, allowing for easier posability. It was something that Tom and I worked on and he experimented with on the Stormtrooper, and it ended up working out really well. And that's started to become our new standard for our shoulder pads that we saw earlier on the Mandalorian, and then we also see it here too. So It's a really cool update, really gets a lot of great posability out of them.
It really does. I mean, the knee pads, the shoulder pads, all of it just adds so much great articulation and fine-tuning of those poses.
Yeah, and actually about the knee pads too, is something that I forgot to mention earlier, that those are actually loose too. So those are just kind of like stuck in between the knees so that you could pose those out either down or up as you pose a figure as well.
Yeah, it's very cool. So
That's great.
Up next, for battling with that new Phase 2 clone, as they track down General Grievous, it's the Magna Guard. So this is a completely newly sculpted figure and comes with a soft goods cape with some pad printing on it to get the arrow markings and stuff going on in the back. You can see some of that in the photos, and here as we turn them around. It also comes with 2 staves. One of them has the molded clear coverings on the ends with lightning effects that go over it. That's the one we've got him holding there. To most accurately reflect how you see those in the movie. The other staff there is just the plain one, and it gives you a lot of variety to pose out the figure and really get some great army building going on with these things. And this guy is number 14 in the Clone Wars lineup for Black Series.
All right, if this one goes missing after the live stream, I'll own up to that in advance. Although maybe it'll be this next one, because this next one's cool too. So finally, for our Clone Wars 20th beat, this is definitely a character from the world of the Clone Wars, but it's also a great bridge to the rest of 2023 for Star Wars and for Hasbro and Star Wars. So this character we haven't done the actual tabulations, but honestly might have the most screen time in all Star Wars, in the most shows and movies, including Clone Wars, Rebels, The Mandalorian, Book of Boba Fett. Of course, the breadcrumbs are becoming clear here. We will see this character in her own show this August, but for now, it is, from the Clone Wars, Ahsoka Tano in her Padawan look. Yeah, I know, this is amazing. So this is Ahsoka as she appears in Season 3 of the Clone Wars. It's another fully newly sculpted figure, which is always great to see come to the line. As you can see, she comes with her 2 green-bladed lightsabers. One of them has a shorter blade, the other's more that standard blade length, obviously accurate to the Clone Wars show. It's a very popular version of Ahsoka. It'll pair well with the ARC troopers we have in the line, some of the other characters that we've seen here today. It's number 13 in our Clone Wars lineup, and just, each Ahsoka character, like such a cool character design. Each one, looks better than the last. She looks great in 6-inch grade and vintage as well. Just love seeing Ahsoka's come to the line.
Well, we've gotten to see her grow up throughout the show, so seeing how she ages and changes through all that, the outfits, face, all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just has a really cool color palette and stuff too. Really pops out. It's just a really cool looking character on top of her just being a great character.
Yeah.
Love Ahsoka.
Absolutely.
All right, you ready for the gauntlet?
Yeah, so if you want to get this Ahsoka, which I'm sure you do, this is available in mainline in the US and Canada, on Fan Channel and Amazon in the UK, on Amazon and Hasbro Pulse in Germany, on Amazon and Fan Channel in France, on Fan Channels in Spain, and at specialized fan stores and Amazon in Italy.
Love it. Star Wars getting around the world.
Yep.
All right, for our final product reveal for the day, it'll be from the Vintage Collection. And it's been a day for anniversaries with Return of the Jedi 40th, Clone Wars 20th. This one's not necessarily an official anniversary here, but it was 1 year ago on May the 4th that we began the lead up to the epic Obi-Wan Kenobi Disney Plus show. So for this one, that show included this character in his first chilling live action appearance, and that is the Grand Inquisitor.
Yeah.
Woohoo! So this one is a fully new-tooled figure for TVC. It has amazing armor details. Check him out. He's got a soft goods cape. all the way down to the little insignia that's on his chest plate, those little details in the armor. He comes with his iconic double-bladed lightsaber, and he also comes with an unlit hilt form that can plug into his back here, as he wore it in the show. And I just love the little details. We actually tried to capture a little bit of the Sith yellow in his eyes.
Nice. Yeah,
which
tiny
is
little,
really fun.
yeah.
That's awesome.
So this item will be available mainline in the US and Canada, on Fan Channel and Amazon in the UK, on Hasbro Pulse in Germany, on Amazon and fan retailers in France, on fan channels in Spain, and at specialized fan stores and Amazon in Italy. And look forward for this one available fall of 2023.
Awesome. So that is it for product reveals, but we get really excited, I know I do, about sharing what we're working on with our pipeline reveals. Yes, R5 is extremely excited. Contain your enthusiasm, R5. Awesome. So these are intended to give a glimpse down that pipeline and reveal what's coming up in the future. So we don't have product images yet. Those will be at a future date.
All right, so we're going to start here with our Black Series archive, bringing some of the most popular figures back into that line. We've seen her a lot recently and want to get her back out there. That's right, it's Bo-Katan.
Nice.
So bringing her out. This is a re-release figure from her Mandalorian appearance. Up next, the overall hero of the Skywalker saga and one of our very first Black Series and Black Series archive items coming back into the line for the first time in a while. That's right, it's Luke Skywalker. So this is Luke in his iconic X-Wing pilot outfit. And wherever Luke goes, you need this figure for both personal and probably combat reasons. That's right, Darth Vader. So this is the A New Hope look of Vader. This version we're working on will feature his cape going over his shoulder armor to match the movie, and some other subtle little details there. And then finally, we like to ensure that these are all available all the time. Everybody needs these guys. That's right, Imperial Stormtroopers. So this is our 2020, I think, release of the Imperial Stormtrooper, but back in our classic line there. So.
Awesome.
Yep. Then moving on to other Black Series. This is another re-release we wanted to get back out there due to a lot of recent screen time. He doesn't make sense in archive, but this will be his first appearance in our new line look. It's Paz Vizsla, especially after his big heroic appearance.
He had
in
quite the
Mando
moment,
Season 3.
yeah.
He had a lot of great moments, and yeah, so this is a refresh of our Paz. Given his recent relevancy with Season 3, we wanted to make sure that his character was represented in our line. We also saw this droid on screen recently, and he's a Walmart exclusive. It's his first entry in the line. It's the R4 Astromech droid. This is Grief Karga's loyal Astromech. Moving to two items that will be fully newly told. The first one is long overdue. This is where it all began. It's Anakin Skywalker from Episode 1. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this version of Anakin is really long overdue from The Phantom Menace and is a great pairing. We've done her in her Episode 2 look, but this is her first appearance from Episode 1. It's Padme Amidala from Episode 1. This is only the second outfit we've ever done of Padme, which has also been very long overdue.
It's going to be amazing to get those in the line. There's so many diorama displays from F1 that have been missing these two characters. Like we've got Qui-Gon out there, obviously Obi-Wan, Maul, and so now we'll be able to complete all this.
Yeah, it'll be great.
Anakin and Padme, I mean, they're core characters in that movie. I mean, how do you know? Yeah.
It doesn't get more core than Anakin.
Anakin, yeah. All right. So, and then for another pipeline reveal here, we've got one of our premium roleplay helmets. So one of a very short list of characters that has appeared in all 3 seasons of The Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett. It's Carson Teva. So it's a great way with this helmet for fans to represent the New Republic in kind of the same way Carson Teva does. Just carrying logos around and...
Is it basically Carson Teva, Mando, and Grogu? Are those the only 3 to be in
they may be.
all 3 seasons in Book of Boba Fett?
I don't think so.
Maybe some others, but it's a short list. So
It's a short list, yeah.
Carson. That's awesome.
All right, a few more pieces of news before we sign off. We were thrilled to share the ultimate vintage collection pipeline at Celebration this year, that HasLab will be returning to the vintage collection this year.
Yeah!
Yeah.
R5 is psyched.
Yeah, vintage.
It won't be this version of R5. That's not the HasLab. That would be amazing. But these are one of a kind.
All right, and so sorry that we are not launching the campaign today, but we're busy cooking up amazing magic behind the scenes, and what we do want to share today is when it will launch. So at Celebration, we shared that it would be launching in 2023. I think we even committed that it wouldn't be too late in the year, like November or December. But of course, we're better to launch a HasLab campaign, which will surely be a pop culture phenomenon, than at a pop culture mecca. So we will announce this HasLab at the Comic-Con in San Diego.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right, we will be launching this campaign in July at SDCC. And of course, a great moment for Star Wars will be that era right before we get the new Ahsoka Entertainment launching. So get excited because it's just 2 months away for HasLab.
Amazing. Can't wait. It's
Yeah,
gonna be good.
no, it's. I'm
What's it gonna
already
be?
excited to
What's it
show
gonna be?
people. I know. It's so much fun.
All right. And up last. So obviously, as we said, we're kicking off the excitement here on May 3rd, but the fun will continue through Star Wars May the 4th with Hasbro Pulse Selfie Series. So for a limited time only, Hasbro Pulse Premium members will receive 20% off all Hasbro Selfie Series Star Wars figures currently available for sale through the Hasbro Pulse app. You can see them on display here. I mean, I've always said I think this is the most handsome selfie ever here.
From my perspective, it looked like you were pointing at the right one. The guy there in the orange
Oh,
outfit.
there we
yeah.
go. There we go. Well, from a certain perspective, a
Right.
lot of things are true. I butchered that. All right. This is in the U.S. only. Use the code SWSelfie20 at checkout. That's SWSELFIE20. This promotion begins right now. Again, kicking off excitement early on May 3rd and will last through Sunday, May 7th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time in Rhode Island. And again, this promotion is valid only for Hasbro Pulse Premium member accounts. So that's a wrap, guys. It was a fun show. So much. Return of the Jedi 40th, The World of the Mandalorian, Clone Wars 20th, Gaming Greats, and that amazing vintage Grand Inquisitor. So we might have some more Star Wars news before SDCC, but just a reminder that the new indie movie is less than 2 months away. Dun, 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 dun. I love that song. So we're going to be kicking up our efforts there. But here in Star Wars land, hope that you all enjoyed the show. We will see you soon, and of course, hope that everyone out there has an amazing Star Wars day tomorrow. We're so grateful you decided to spend some time with us. We love doing this and really appreciate you guys tuning in. So may the 4th be with you. Bye.